Welcome to Last Play, and it seems like we've decided what the weirdest thing is we've ordered online. Mine is, so with a group of friends of mine that I'm not as close with anymore, but that's unimportant, we were doing a gift exchange for Christmas. And so we had contributed ideas, each of us, of things that we might like. And I got my friend Scott. And Scott is just like a weird guy. Like he's lovable, like lovably quirky and odd, and
I hope Scott's watching.
Yeah.
So you know the secret gift exchange is from.
Well, this was now he knows it's from me. This was Okay. But it's of course secret at the time, and then like we had a party and gave our gifts to people. So Scott kept suggesting weird things like they were all dick related. Just like weird stuff, like a harness that had a dick on it so you could like sword fight with your fake inflatable dicks. Just like weird stuff. And so I was
do I get one?
You're right. So I was trying to just
Amazon.com?
I was trying to follow the links, because they were links, like pictures to stuff. And so I was trying to find these things, and I couldn't find any of these things. So I was like, Scott, you say you want that, I'm gonna hold you to it, and I'm gonna buy you the weird dick stuff. So like, I'm trying to find these things, and I can't find them. I'm like, okay, well I can't find any of the things he straight up requested, but I still want to do something with a dick. Like, because you asked for it, bud. So I'm like, where can I find it? So of course, where do I find myself? On a website that sells stuff for bachelorette parties.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So there I am, looking at a lot of penis-shaped stuff. And,
as you do on a regular Saturday.
As you do. And I ended up going with a water bottle shaped like a penis. And it's like a giant penis. Like, I know people watching the video can't see this, but it's like this big. It's
and I'm not going to be editing a picture of this into the video either.
It's about one ruler and maybe
huge.
about 3 inches.
Yeah, like...
So just 3 inches over a foot. Anybody
huge.
who obviously can't see it.
Yeah, so I just got him this big dick water bottle, but also to add to the weirdness of stuff I ordered in that order, there was like, oh yeah, no, it wasn't free shipping. It was like you literally had to order at least $25 worth of stuff, which is BS. Until like my order was a little bit less than 25, so I was like, oh crap, I have to buy something else on this site. Like, I don't want any of this. So I ended up buying penis pasta.
Oh.
Penis shaped.
Oh, I remember
pasta.
seeing that.
We still have it. We haven't used it.
We took it with us. We didn't just leave it where it stood and never spoke of it again.
You actually moved it into your apartment.
Yes, I did.
Why would you do such a thing?
Because looking back, that should have been my one thing I left in my old place. Because it seems everyone who lives there like abandoned something in that house.
Could have left the phallus pasta.
Yeah, right.
The flusta. Phallus pasta. It could be like some sort of like Italian thing. You're like, oh yeah, I'm having all my friends over. Oh, what are we having? Flasta. And they'd be like, oh, what is that? And you're like, oh, it's pasta and Italian sauce. And they get over, and it's definitely phallus pasta.
That's
Good.
a lot.
Oh, Ephraim, I'm so glad to see you and your abs.
Tana, you should pull back to a safer location.
One that's got better for
talking
viewing the
about?
abs for.
Yeah. Don't forget about my ass. What would we do if we were attacked by archers?
You know, I do love to see your front end, but I love to watch you walk away. I feel safer when I'm close to you, though.
So maybe get a little bit closer. Closer?
Wink.
I'm sorry,
Closer.
but I want to be able to protect you if I get into a duel. I have to focus on fighting our enemies with my lance against their lance.
No, please don't speak
Lots
to
of
me like
hot, sweaty
about all
lance
the
action
lances.
going on.
So much lance action.
I don't think you can take it.
Oh my god. Oh god. This is going bad places.
I've trained with Frelia's finest Pegasus Knights. I can handle a lance too.
But I know you are pretty good with your lance as well.
I'm sorry if I've been following you too
I don't know if it's the
closely.
same, Tana.
Don't stand. Sorry, but I promise that I won't be a burden. I work my lance the hardest. Or something.
God. Oh God.
Your
Help
lance
me.
the hardest. Yeah.
Tana, all right.
all
If it's
great.
what you want,
my lance is harder. No, my lance is harder.
we'll go together.
Lances in hand.
You don't have to keep your lance behind me anymore.
Keep our
We'll
lances
fight
side by side.
Side by side.
Yep.
Work with me, Tana. Your lance next to mine. Make the lances touch. Make them
Yes.
touch.
No.
Yep.
Parry their lances like this. And then thrust inwards.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
you really know how to work that lance.
Oh
Parry,
no.
thrust.
Help. Oh God.
Duel of the Fates starts playing. Anyway,
Chariots of Fire.
And that's why you need a big balloon harness for Dick for Duel of Fates.
Yeah.
alright.
Oh yeah, none
Garrick.
of the rest of you said your weird things.
Headcanon, Garrick's gay.
I'm not entirely sure. Like, I
He's
don't do a whole
played
lot
by
of
James.
ordering online because I actually
His hair is
like to go into
I don't know.
stores. So I probably bought weirder things in a store than online just because I will go into a store and buy things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you do all your weird shopping in person.
In person, yeah. I like to do weird shopping in person so that the person over the counter will be like, make the eyes crunch, the like slightly taken aback look. Like I really just, I don't know, I enjoy this. They make the slightly taken aback like where they're trying to correlate what you're buying to the small female that's buying it. Usually with like cute big eyes, and I'll make my eyes real wide and look
Yeah,
really
Alexis
innocent.
has cute big eyes.
So big puppy eyes, and then kind of like stick my lip out a bit. Like I'm confused about like why you're looking at me like that. Do you have a question? So that's basically everything I can convey with my face. And then they'll kind of like after they've done the slight taken aback, like, are you old enough to really be buying this candy shaped like a penis?
Actually though.
To a certain extent, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, to a certain extent, they're like, are you old enough to really be buying this? And
Alexis ages backwards, like she looks like a teenager,
a little
but she's
bit.
older than me.
Yeah, I know. It's really great. I go to the same liquor store continuously so that they know me on site. They also bring in specific booze that I recommend.
Yeah, they're so awesome.
Which is great. But like then I don't get ID'd constantly, only half the time, and they know me by name and everything.
Yeah.
So first they make the slightly taken aback, like, really? And then they make the best face ever that's like, oh, okay, I gotcha. And usually I'll kind of like give them some sort of like cute, stupid excuse, like, oh, I'm having a party, or like, my friend needs this in their life. Usually that's the correct one, that my friend needs this in their life. If my friend, of course, doesn't know that they need penis-shaped candy in their life,
Yeah.
but I have made it my sworn duty to abide by getting them this weird gift. Whether it's, creepy penguins or creepy penis.
Cool. Can we talk about how Ross just doesn't care about the rules and just walks into the river?
Everyone's like, but I get my shoes wet. And Ross is
Ross like, who cares? We have to fight. We have to win.
But yeah, I think the weirdest thing I've ever bought at a store was like, and not for like actual purposes of using it, but because I thought it was hysterical, was like a bra made of candy.
Yup.
Because I thought it
Actually,
was
I think
so
I remember that.
funny.
Who'd you get it for?
I don't remember. It's
I think
actually,
I
I
remember
think,
that.
sitting in my closet because they didn't want it. But yeah, I bought this bra, and of course, the clerk, of course, behind the store is like, "Are you old enough to be buying that?" And at the
just
time,
like,
I don't think I was. I think I was probably like 16.
Oh, was it Lisa?
Maybe, I don't know. It might have been part of that gift. I wouldn't be surprised if it was part of a gag gift for a friend that is quite squeamish about said things.
Yeah, she is.
So basically what happened, I think I was like under 18 at the time, and I just stared down the
Okay,
employee
and
at the
it's
store
fine.
like, yes, I'm buying this. And it wasn't a candy shop, it was like not in anything nefarious. But yeah. I think it later on just ended up being like a party punch thing. It was like a lol gag gift.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that unsurprisingly covers a lot of the weirdest things you order on Amazon is stuff to give to people to be like, look at this weird thing.
And usually
Hey.
edible. Yeah.
Oh yeah, edible X.
I do
Yeah.
feel like the candy bra might be a bit Like it seems like a nice idea that would execute poorly.
It's
Yeah, everything about it.
Everything about it. Well, at a party, it's kind of fun and hilarious. But, like, beyond that, it's only fun at, like, a party or a gag gift. 'Cause
Yeah, like it's not something I
Yeah.
actually want to.
It's
use
not a,
in
like,
bedroom.
fun-
It's not.
Yeah, it's funny at a party when you're like, oh
Yeah.
man, we're all, like, having a drink, and man, look at this candy bra, isn't it hilarious? Let's
Yeah,
all
it's
smash
so
it and eat it.
silly, Yeah.
Because let's note that it's not, like, a cream puff bra like they have in France. It's, like, a candy necklace all laced together to the shape of a bikini top.
Yeah.
So, not only is your jaw gonna get really tired if you're not sharing with friends, it's more like a gag bachelorette gift.
Yeah. See,
You see what I did there? Gag.
gag.
But seriously, can anyone like eat a candy necklace and not like feel like their jaw aching after like the first 5 bites?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I do like candy necklaces.
Yeah, but doesn't
I
your
don't think
jaw
I could
ache
eat like
after
a whole. Yeah, I don't think I could eat like a whole candy bra kind of thing.
Yeah.
But-
I think it got smashed up at a party. Like we just smashed and ate it at a party.
Yeah. See, I don't really have much to contribute to this like things you ordered online because I just generally speaking don't order
up
things
online?
online.
Yeah, none of these things I ordered online. I just walked into the store and was like, I have to have this.
Yeah.
I don't know, I find it so impersonal. Like, I know a lot of people are switching to online shopping, but I like going to a clerk and being like, can you help me find this thing? Or
Yeah, it definitely helps
I
also when you
do
get to
like
like
shopping
see
in
it.
person.
human experience.
It's
Like-
just sometimes you can't find it necessarily.
Yeah.
in
Like,
person.
occasionally I'll order
Yeah.
like things online.
And that's part of the reason why I also haven't switched to online video game buying because I just prefer having physical
Yeah.
video games around
That's fair.
because
Yeah, for most things I do. The PS4 ones, of course, come with themes, which is very appealing to me. I like the themes that come with the PS4 ones.
yeah, that too.
And because it's an account, I'm not so paranoid about losing my games.
Yeah, they're backed up pretty well, and
Yeah.
so you don't really have to worry about like, oh, but what happens if I lose the data or how
And
do I
on
get it
Steam,
back?
I definitely use, I don't buy anything expensive on Steam, so I don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
No,
I lost
very,
my
very
$5
cheap.
game.
I'm very, very cheap on Steam. Like I
Yeah.
pretty much won't buy anything if it's more than $10.
I agree.
won't.
the attitude of champions.
Yeah. So like literally, if I really want it, but it's like $15, I'm like, well, wait
It'll
for
go
the
on
Steam sale, I
sale.
guess. Yeah.
It will go on sale.
Yeah, that's why I don't have Dream Daddy yet.
Dream Daddy. That game's a little expensive, but I get why it's expensive too. Like,
Yeah, because it's
to a certain extent, like, you have to recognize at the end of the day that people who made the game get paid for making the game by selling the game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, like, if there's a game I really want, I try to buy it full price. Or if there's a game that I really want a sequel to,
Mhm. Yeah.
like, they're re-releasing The World Ends With You for the Nintendo Switch
which
with
I have
a-
mixed opinions of.
with a episode that is new. So there's a new episode as part of it. And I may not even play it, but I will buy it just to support maybe a sequel.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, take my money.
but to a certain extent, do they need like convincing to sell a sequel to one of the like most critically acclaimed and successful Nintendo 3DS games?
Well, it depends, right? Like, because the Nintendo Switch is such an interesting platform, I feel like it could lend itself really well.
True, you could do a thing where like it's still displaying on the TV and also on the Switch to have your two screens.
And I mean, you have
mode.
2 hands, right? On those 2 pieces, 2 sides of the controller.
That being said, it also used the touchscreen really well with like the flicking and the tapping, which you just can't do on the Switch. So
I think it's just going to be really interesting.
yeah, that's one of those games that like they could do a whole lot of things with that game, and you'd have to play it to figure out how they made it work on the Switch. Because
So-
I really like The World Ends With You. I think it's one of the greatest DS games in a field that includes Bravely Default.
It's my favorite DS game, and I think it's actually arguably the best DS game I've ever played. I do have 2 copies of it, because you are only able to have 1 save file.
Yeah.
That is one of the only downsides to that game, is that there are not multiple save files. So once you've played the game through, yes, you can, like, change your settings, but it doesn't feel the same as playing the game from start to finish and then restarting it.
Yeah.
So I've got 1 save file that I have, like, the higher level and have cleared some of the days, like, perfectly and done some of that stuff. And we'll continue working on it somewhat. But then I have 1 game that I just, like, restart constantly to, like, get the message.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's got a really interesting story, so if you haven't played it, go ahead and get the new Switch version, I guess, and please support them so that
Step-
I can continue to play that game.
Step 1, find a Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure how you're gonna do that, but
Fly to New York. Step 1, fly to New York. The
Okay.
Nintendo store
Hey, I'm going
is
to New York.
the Nintendo store is always stocked on the Nintendo Switch because they can't run out.
yeah, that would be
So
that
that's
would be
the
bad for business.
priority. Is the Nintendo store in New York?
I need to
I'm not
go
kidding.
there.
My brother flew there and got a Nintendo Switch, and he came home.
That was all he did.
Yep.
He came back.
He did more than that, but that was like the highlight of his trip. I swear,
Yeah.
it was the trip to the Nintendo store.
Yeah, it felt like that was all he did, though.
I'm pretty
Definitely
sure
did
that's
more.
all he did. So yeah, like there's definitely some appeal there, and I do like buying games to actually support the game.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So if I feel like there's something that I really want, I'm really hyped up for, I'm really excited for, I try to buy the game at full price, just because then hopefully the people who made it know that I really like the game.
Yeah. And next time on Last Play, we I was gonna say we buy the game at full price, but honestly, we just talked about how only Alexis really does that.
It's only me.
Alexis buys the game at full price. That's the new Last Play series. Alexis buys video games.
Alexis buys video games.
Welcome back to Alexis buys video games.
I'm buying video games.
Buying Skyrim for more than $5?
I'm actually waiting for Monster Hunter to come out. I did pre-order the game at full price.
Oh, man.
I didn't buy the game. It was like $80 too or something. I didn't buy the collector's version of the game this time. Because it was a digital collector's version and it doesn't come with like a physical thing.
This is turning into the longest outro I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Maybe save it for next time.
Yeah. We're all good.